Hello, alright, Sneaky FX here, doing a louder video than before, so hopefully you guys can all understand it this time. Alright, I make a new document, and I made it 200 by 200 because you can edit it better, and later, if you want to do it for like YouTube, you could just change the image size, so that it's 88 by 88, so it's for YouTube. Alright, so first, you make a solid color background, doesn't matter any color. Then go to blending options and gradient overlay. And you put a gradient overlay of a dark color to a light color. And 1 second. To get two colors that you want, say you want to make a red one, you get a kind of dark red and black, and gradient overlay, gradient, and then do that. Make sure you selected that color, and then radial. Alright, so then you get like all the shades of red to choose from, and switch it so you're selecting that color. Go to the eyedropper tool and pick a kind of dark one, like right here. Alright, and then I'll just use that then. So gradient overlay, and then that, and you want the dark color to be on top, so just reverse it. Make a new layer with text, and you could say anything you want, but I'll just do like Photoshop, and the font that you want to use is Myriad Pro, and it's a default font, I'm pretty sure. And you go to bold, and you get a font size kind of big, I guess. I don't know. It's the focal for the image, so you want it pretty big. And the color doesn't really matter. And, oh yeah, to get these rulers and stuff on the side, go to View, Rulers, View, Rulers. You can also press Control R. And by default, I think it's like by like centimeters or something. Just go to percent, and you could use this to find the center. 40, so this would be 50. Wait, and then drag it, and then that would be 52. And you could use it and click on the free transform box and right click on the image, free transform, and you want to align the middle of the boxes with the ruler. So up, over. Use your arrow keys because it's more precise. Then apply the transformation. And go to blending options for the font. And bevel and then emboss. Change it to auto bevel with a depth as 1 down, 0 for the size, and put 1 for the soften. And you want to put a color overlay, and I use 1E, 1E, 1E. And then you want to do an inner shadow. Now it's starting to look pretty nice. And I like making it at about 60%. That looks nice. Right. So now you have most of it, but then there's some extra stuff that you can add. And you go to image, apply the image. Right, so it's just the whole image again, but it's in one layer. And you can use the dodge tool, and this makes stuff lighter. And you could click a few times to make a nice light on top. I did a little too much. And I'll do that, I guess. And make a new layer. And you could click this to go back to black and white. And go to 300. Make dark edges, because that's how the Photoshop looks, and it makes it look more 3D-ish, I guess, I don't know. And set the opacity to this to about 50, and you could make it a little bit darker, whatever. That looks kind of like that. Might want to add some white over it. Maybe less, but a different way to do this, to add a light and dark edges. Alright, delete this. Apply the image again. Alright, and then filter, render, add a lighting effect. And you could, I think there's presets, but you should just add a flashlight. This one's nice. And put it at the top. Make it nice and big. And about 50 intensity. And that's another way to make it look nice and cool looking. And you can make a matching background. And if you don't know the size of your desktop, press print screen. It should be in the top right corner of your keyboard. And then file, new, and for the preset, click clipboard, and it should come with the sizes because the print screen just takes a copy of everything that's on your screen. So it has the sizes, right? And it's the same way we start. Make a solid background, go to blending options, and color overlay, not color, gradient overlay, and put that there. And again, make it reverse so it's dark to light, or that's how I think it looks better. And make a new text. And I'll just do sneaky effects, I guess. This is just a big wallpaper. And Biba, I'll use Biba because it's my favorite font, I guess. I don't know, so I'll use font. Make it nice and really big, really big, really big. Just make it so it's 240. So it takes up like the center of the screen. And if you didn't save the text blending options before, you can just do them again. Bevel, auto bevel, down 1, size 0, soften 1, color overlay, 1. Okay, inner shadow, about 60. Oh yeah, and you could, if you like this style and what it looks like, you go to styles, and just make a new style. Alright, there it is. I already made one, so make a new layer, and image, the image, right? And this time, instead of lighting effect, you want to put a lens flare. Like in the upper left corner, 105 millimeters prime, or mm, not millimeters. Make it about pretty bright. I think 135. Right, that looks kind of obstructing, so I'm gonna go to filter, render, lighting effects, and we're gonna use the flashlight again. Put it right in the middle. Make it a lot smaller this time, just so you see the text. Yeah. You can make this a little bit darker, lighter. You could change this so it could look how you want. You can go to OK, and that looks pretty neat, but there's more you could do. You could now make another. You could do whatever you want to make it look good, and that makes it brighter. And if you don't like it so bright, you could change the opacity, make it a little bit darker or whatever. But file, save as. When you save this, I save it to my desktop. Make sure you save it as a JPEG. When you're making wallpapers, JPEG usually has better quality for larger images. Because, well, not better quality, but it just looks nicer if there's lots of detail. Because I'll show you a comparison. Alright, but save as, if I save this as PNG, right, and it takes longer. PNG takes longer because it's more quality and it looks nicer for smaller stuff. Alright, this is one that I already made. It's orange, and I'll set this as a desktop background. See, the font's a little big. I can make it smaller, but that looks how I had it before. But if you set that as it, you could see there's some fuzziness around it. That just makes it look neater. Whatever.